I lied about my age and ended up in an online relationship with a gorgeous guy 6 years older than me. I never expected him to be such a walking contradiction. In public, he was cold and aloof, but online, he was completely shameless, whispering the dirtiest things. In his most intense moments, he even told me he wanted to be my puppy, completely at my mercy. Eventually, his clinginess got to be too much for me. The day I broke things off, I blocked him on every single platform. Months later, I was crashing at my best friend's place when I ran into her older brother. Looking at his detached, utterly cynical face, a strange sense of familiarity hit me. As I stared, my best friend's voice snapped me out of my daze. Don't bother drooling over him. My brother hates girls who throw themselves at him. Ever since some girl dumped him online, he's been in a permanent foul mood. He'd probably kick a puppy if it walked past him. I froze, a sudden chill running down my spine. I couldn't help but test the waters. So, your brother's name wouldn't happen to be Atlas, would it? Shut up! How on earth did you know that? My best friend, Cece, gasped, her hand flying to her mouth as she stared at me in absolute shock. If I had held onto a tiny shred of hope before asking, it was officially dead now. Not only had my anonymous online ex turned out to be my best friend's brother, but we had crossed paths again 6 months after a brutal breakup. The odds of this happening had to be lower than winning the lottery. Before I could panic, Cece waved her hand dismissively, already rationalizing it. Actually, never mind. We basically share a brain. I must have mentioned his name to you at some point. As she kept ramming on, I stood frozen, my mind racing. The realization that I was currently sharing a roof with Atlas made my heart hammer against my ribs. I couldn't help but recall our encounter an hour ago. When Cece first brought me to her house, Atlas had just descended the stairs. He was wearing a silk robe, the faint outline of veins tracing up his neck. There was an effortless, aristocratic elegance to him, mixed with a sleepy, dangerous kind of sex appeal. I had stared at him, feeling an inexplicable pull of familiarity. But when Atlas looked at me, he merely offered a cold, polite nod. His dark, aloof eyes swept over me without a single flicker of emotion, treating me as nothing more than his little sister's random college friend. I never could have connected this incredibly proper, high society man with the wild, shameless guy I dated online. Online Atlas was a menace. He talked dirty without a shred of hesitation, calling me his baby and his girl every 5 minutes, his possessiveness practically dripping through the screen. Back then, I was young and completely naive about relationships. He used to fluster me so badly that I'd have to get out of bed in the middle of the night just to splash cold water on my face. I swallowed hard, trying to keep my voice casual. So, has your brother dated many people before? Cece let out a soft laugh. Just one, and it was entirely online. Honestly, I think he fell hard. He was head over heels for her, but the girl dumped him out of nowhere, cut him off completely. She sighed, shaking her head. His temper has been absolutely miserable for the last 6 months. She patted my shoulder reassuringly. If he acts like a jerk while you're staying here, don't take it personally. He hates everyone equally these days. The next morning, Cece's mother called us down for breakfast. Atlas was already sitting across from me at the dining table. He moved with an effortless, aristocratic grace, using his fork and knife with slow, deliberate precision. Despite my best efforts, I couldn't stop my eyes from drifting toward him. Almost instantly, as if sensing my gaze, Atlas looked up. Our eyes locked, and he arched an eyebrow in mild amusement. My heart did a violent flip. Even after I hurriedly looked down, I could still feel his dark eyes burning into me, refusing to let me go. Daisy, sweetheart, try the French toast. It's my specialty, Cece's mother, Mrs. Sheng, said warmly, bringing me back to reality. I had always been good at pleasing adults. With a few sweet compliments, I had Mrs. Sheng beaming and laughing in no time. Just make yourself at home these next few days.